Ready, set, start. So to practice drawing crystals, I have two little practices for you. One is like a little handout where you practice drawing one regular crystal, and then you need to draw 3 different rough drafts for your main crystal project. This is the main crystal project. So you can see in this one it has at least, I'm going to go through the instructions, you need to draw at least 7 crystals with a base, that's the base, on colored paper, doesn't have to be black. Needs to show at least 4 colors. It needs to have one color family, so such as blues or reds, and then one alternative color. So in this case I used mostly blues, and then red was my alternative. Needs to show a value range from light to dark, and shows strong contrast. Like this is a strong contrast area, but look, light, medium, dark. Needs to show smooth blending. So when you put those colors in, just like the diamond, you kind of go back later with the white and blend on top. The wax in it starts mixing with the other waxes, and it'll start to blend nicely. Should look geometric. Shows good craftsmanship. That means make sure to erase all your little lines that come out of it. When you blend, don't go right back over the white. And make sure these white lines stand out. You want that dark part there. Okay, so how do we practice for something like this? Let me move this to the side. This is for when we do our rough drafts. Now this one here is very interesting. So how to draw a crystal. You're going to just try to draw this one. This shows step by step what to do. So on a regular, you don't have to print this out, but on a regular white piece of paper, just like this one, you would sketch this out for practice, take a picture, and turn it in. So you can see here it starts with a base, like this, and then we kind of start over here, and see how geometric I am, and then another one, and maybe another one here. Okay. And if it's not exactly like the drawing, that's okay. We're just kind of giving a basic idea to it, right? So you can see where I'm going. You would keep going to your right here. But then how do you go from here? Well, you go like this, right? We're creating the top, then like this. You can even go more geometric, like this, right? So you kind of just keep going until you have your shapings in. Okay. So don't trace, just try to draw your best, this little thing here. Later for rough drafts, you're going to practice drawing your own. You need to draw at least 7 crystals with a base. Below are different examples. So there's different versions here. I love like this square-like one. That one's really interesting because it reminds me of skyscrapers. And then there's your traditional more crystals, right? So when you do your rough draft, and you only need to do one, but you kind of, I start like with a base and I kind of make it rough. There we go. And I try to figure out from there where to go. So I'll kind of just quickly, I'm going to quickly kind of sketch some general shapes. I know that's really light, but hold on. Okay, so I have a very light version, and then, doesn't have to be perfect. I'll show you the wrong way to do this in a moment. Okay, not perfect. See how this line goes up here? That's okay. That's okay. Even that's not really perfect. We just don't want it rounded. That's a common mistake. You don't want it to look rounded. Okay, I added a little shelf right there because I think I wanted one. See how where I'm going with this? And then you can have little versions. Little versions. Right? Little versions. Okay. Now, you kind of have to be careful with how you shape these. Make sure it looks like a crystal. Alright, and not something awkward. Then from one here, just so you know, sometimes what I see people do is they'll do this. And I see crystals that kind of look like this, where they're rounded. And we know that crystals don't really round. The other one is when they all look like arrows, kind of like this, where they all look the same. So please be careful with that. We're looking for something similar to these. Okay, something similar to these. All right. Well, thank you. Good luck. Your first step is to practice a regular crystal, and then after that, you'll see a separate assignment for drawing your rough draft for the crystal drawing, and later this main assignment. Thank you and good luck.